You guys welcome Frank Martin Gilligan.
Well, hi there. We're going to take a little break. We'll be back in just a little bit. Let me get situated here. So, nice little pandemic we've been having, huh? I'm hoping, I wrote this song a little bit after it first started and thinking it'd be over in a couple of months. I was wrong. But nevertheless, this is a song of hope and inspiration before our society gets totally destroyed. When we come out on the other side, everything's gonna be much better, yeah. All the worries and the tears we cry, oh, they just can't last forever, no. Soon a healing rain is gonna fall, set our hearts and minds at ease. Sometimes it seems we never stand so tall. It's when we get down on our knees. Even the darkest night is over with the morning. We'll open up our eyes to a brand new day. Just keep the faith. We'll turn this page together. When we come out on the other side, take back the love that's been denied us. Maybe then we'll come to realize we left these troubled times behind us, yeah. Soon a healing rain is gonna fall, set our hearts and minds at ease. Sometimes it seems we never stand so tall. When we get down on our knees, when we come out on the other side, oh yeah, everything's gonna be alright. Thank you so very much. Yeah, I tell you what, we've got, it's been out a year now, and we've got, maybe 1,000 hits on YouTube. Oh my God.
You need to market it
I'll tell you what, I don't know about marketing and all that stuff. That's Joe's job.
Joe, you need to market that.
I like Kroger,
Okay. Let's get right down to business. This is from my friend Martin. I know you like this song. I have Irish heritage. I have 4 grandparents from that beautiful country. And so decided to feature one of my grandfathers in this song. His name was James Butler. He came here in 1915 from a little village called Ballyragget in County Kilkenny. Of course, a lot of you know he cannot be from Ballyragget in the song because that's impossible to rhyme
with anything.
No, politely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So he's from Ballyhale in the song, okay? Oh, my name's Jimmy Butler, and I come from Ballyhale. On the 2nd of November, for America I sail. And I am only one of many looking for a better life. Never more to see Kilkenny that cuts me like a knife, and I shall sail on the wild Atlantic Ocean, and my tears shall fall and mingle with the sea. I will come to build a mighty, mighty nation. I take a piece of Ireland with me. My father says there's nothing left here, and I have to say it's true. How can a land so beautiful at the same time be so cruel? There's a lady in the harbor standing there to welcome me. Ah, she's lifting up her lamp now, and my future I can see. Oh, I shall sail on the wild Atlantic Ocean, and my tears shall fall and mingle with the sea. Oh, I will come to build a mighty, mighty nation. I take a piece of Ireland with me. Oh, and I shall sail on the wild Atlantic Ocean, and my tears shall fall and mingle with the sea. And I will come to build a mighty, mighty nation. I take a piece of Ireland with me. Oh, oh, I will take a piece of Ireland with me. Thank you. I'm going to put this just up a little. Yeah. So, speaking of Ireland, 4 years ago, I got to watch on television from Ireland Hurricane Harvey, and it devastated the county that I live in. I have two brothers in Galveston County, and it did a number on them. Both their houses were inundated, and to this day I still have one of them, and I'm not talking about the houses. So, anybody here from Texas? This is my Hurricane Harvey song. Something was cooking out in the Gulf of Mexico. We were getting ready for the start of the Third Coast Rodeo. Boarded the windows up, made way for the wind and the rain. The weatherman said we were cordially invited to a hurricane. So we said, bring it on. We've seen it all before. I just never thought I'd ever see a boat rolling up to my front door. Oh, the rain kept coming down. Didn't think it was ever gonna quit. The man on the radio said we ain't even seen the worst of it. But don't forget that we are Texas strong. We might get knocked down, but we ain't down for long. But when it's over, we can tell ourselves we're standing tall in Texas. Wouldn't want to live anywhere else. You supposed to be playing that song anymore, Joe? It don't seem quite so bad if you remember this. You could cross 10 feet of flood water off of your bucket list. Say what doesn't kill us only makes us stronger. Well, I wouldn't want to see how strong we'd be if it had to rain a little bit longer. Don't forget that we are Texas strong. We might get knocked down, but we ain't down for long. But when it's over, we can tell ourselves we're standing tall in Texas. Wouldn't want to live anywhere else. The eyes of Texas are upon you. Oh, the livelong day. The eyes of Texas are upon you. So rain, rain, go away. Thank y'all. I totally forgot. Oh, yeah. No, I know. My sister is one of those people who was always bugging me and said, did you write the song about the thing that I told you about, you know? The lady that put her neighbor's cats in the dumpster? Yeah, those are the kind of great ideas my sister gives me. So I told her, yeah, well, I wrote a song about a guy who strangled his sister. And you think that would deter her. She took 3 days off. Frank, I got another great idea for you. But those that we love, that are still here on earth with us, maybe those that we don't love any longer, they deserve a song if we can muster one up. Finally found your song. It was hidden in some rhymes I thought were gone for good. I'd really love to sing it to you if I could, but you're not here to listen anymore. I finally found the tears that I couldn't cry the moment that you slipped away, even though I knew we'd never see another day, and I'd never see you coming through that door. I finally found the words, but I haven't found a single one that doesn't hurt. And if you ever heard that time can take the pain away, it isn't true. No, it doesn't work. I finally found my voice, and I want the world to hear the things I have to say. I want somehow for you to tell me it's okay. And you forgive me that it had to take so long. I finally found your song. I finally found the words, but I haven't found a single one that doesn't hurt. And if you ever heard the time can take the pain away, it isn't true. No, it doesn't work. I finally found my voice, and I want the world to hear the things I have to say. I want somehow for you to tell me it's okay. And you forgive me that it had to take so long. I finally found your song. Whoa, whoa. Thank you. Thank you.
You just don't have a bad song in you, do you?
Oh. Stick around, honey.
Just when you hear me groan.
Joe has a talent for whenever I make a mistake on stage, he makes some kind of face. It's like that. You know? Tell me it isn't true. I'll forget a word or something. He'll go, huh?
Well,
Yeah, he's so subtle.
Did you mean to do the Irish 2.5 step lower?
I didn't.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You almost caught.
I kind of like it that way. Yeah.
Almost caught.
I was thinking to myself, I started a piece of Ireland. I had my capo on the wrong set. And how he started it in the same key that we were doing, I have no idea. He's got some kind of, he's got some kind of radar. That's why he asked me not to tell him what key. He says, hit the first chord. And I think I'm figuring out why. I'll have it by the time it's time to retire. Okay, we're going to do a song that Joe and I and my buddy Terry Casburn from Mason-Dixon, we wrote this little ditty. It's for anybody songwriters in here? Raise your hand. Okay. You started to. You went to you scratched your nose a little bit. You were going to say, huh? Okay, well. So we started this song in a major key, and it sounded like a bluegrass song. And then I said, let's do it in a minor key. And that's as inside baseball as we're going to get, okay? Ready, maestro? If I walked through a fire and I swam across the sea, if I gave you the moon, would you keep loving me? If I wrote you a song to make you cry, could I keep you from saying goodbye? If I caught the brass ring on the merry-go-round, got down on my knees, that keep you around. If I gave you reason to try, could I keep you from saying goodbye? kind old sorry just ain't worth a dime. Tell me, am I wasting my time? Can't you see these tears in my eyes? Could I keep you from saying goodbye? Ooh. I see that far away look in your eyes. This time it ain't like before. You've got a feeling you just can't disguise, something that I can't ignore. Girl, we got to get back to the way it should be, with me loving you, with you loving me. Just give me one good reason why I can't keep you from saying goodbye. Just give me one good reason why, yeah, I can't keep you from saying goodbye. Oh, baby, don't leave me, girl. You know I love you, honey. Oh, come on back. Oh, yeah. Woo-wee. Thank you. Just went right out of my head, Joe. I'm sorry. Here we go. It used to be my favorite song to sing, the very one that helped me win her heart. Now I'm afraid what singing it might bring whenever the music starts. I hope that I can keep it all together, make it through a chorus and a verse. And I know that it ain't helping me forget her, it only makes it worse. I wish somehow that I could just unwrite, maybe just turn back the hands of time. Then I wouldn't have to try and hide it, or fight the urge to cry at every line. I hope that you can try and understand it when I tell you I can't sing it anymore, not even if her memory demands it. It's time to close that door. Oh, I wish somehow that I could just unwrite it, maybe just turn back the hands of time. Then I wouldn't have to try and hide it, or fight the urge to cry at every line. It used to be my favorite song to sing. Now it's just the one that breaks my heart. I try, but I can't stop remembering whenever the music starts. Thank you.
Great song. Great.
We have a song out in Ireland now. I did a duet with a friend of mine from over there, Thomas Jackman. And it's a song about the Great Hunger. A lot of people would say, well, what's the Great Hunger? It's the potato famine. But there was no famine. Famine is a total absence of food. Everything else that grew in Ireland was exported by gunpoint, leaving 1 million people to starve because the potato was their only means of subsistence. Something's wrong about that. And so that's what this song is about. Little history lesson for you.
Coffin ships.
Yes, ma'am. Since the coming of the hunger in 1845, the landlords did not give a damn if we lived or if we died. They said, quit the land by sundown, or we'll put your men in jail. There wasn't any mercy for the children of the Gale. We gathered what few things we had and we crossed the Irish Sea. Got on a boat in Liverpool, my Bernadette and me, and I knew she'd never see the other side as we set sail. There wasn't any mercy for the children of the Gale. Far away to something more, no more sorrow when we reach the other shore. And if we live to tell the tale, we'll keep a candle burning for the children of the Gale. How long had been our journey, not a one of us could tell. We sent our prayers to heaven as we sailed straight through hell, and it seemed that for the longest time the devil would prevail. There wasn't any mercy for the children of the Gale. Far away to something more, no more sorrow when we reach the other shore. And if we live to tell the tale, we'll keep a candle burning for the children of the Gale. Now the seeds of Ireland are scattered in the wind, with memories of the coffin ships and many other sins. So tell your children's children how they tried and how they failed to eliminate the Irish, the children of the Gale. Far away to something more, no more sorrow when we reach the other shore. And if we live to tell the tale, we'll keep a candle burning for the children of the Gale. And if we live to tell the tale, We'll keep a candle burning for the children of the Gale. Thank you. I guess you could call this next song, it's an inside baseball song. Okay, so I wrote this song for my brother who retired from a long career as a college baseball coach at Lamar University. I'm sure you've all heard of Lamar University.
I lived across the street from it.
You lived across the street from Lamar? Oh, no kidding. On what street?
I don't remember those streets when I was a kid.
Okay.
It was over by the dormitories.
Okay, yeah. That's where the baseball field is.
Yeah, where the baseball field is now.
That's, as a matter of fact, that street is called Jim Gilligan Way now.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that something? Jim is right now, he's in Ogden, Utah, working with a minor league team and having the time of his life after being retired. He managed a minor league team in 1987, the Salt Lake Trappers, and they racked up 29 consecutive wins, which is the professional baseball longest winning streak. So his jersey is in Cooperstown as we speak right now. He's also in the Texas Baseball Hall of Fame. Let's see, what else can we tell about Jim? He's a great music fan. So, oh yeah, the Salt Lake Trappers was owned by Bill Murray. Now that must have been a real hoot, you know. So on Jim's 15th birthday, it was October 1st, 1961. He was at Yankee Stadium in the right field bleachers. Back then, tickets were $5 for the bleachers. And it was his 15th birthday. And October 1st, 1961, any real big baseball fans can pull up that date and figure out at Yankee Stadium what happened? Well, I'll tell you. Nobody won the contest. Okay. God, I was giving away a car, too. It was the day that Roger Maris broke Babe Ruth's home run record. And little Jimmy Gilligan was about 15 feet from where the ball landed, and he survived. Went on to have a great baseball career. But this is his song. He was a little miffed when they tore down Yankee Stadium, which they named the Cathedral of Baseball. How do you tear a cathedral down, you know? October 1961, sitting in the right field bleachers. What a perfect way to start my 15th trip around the sun. I thought, wouldn't it be great? The icing on the cake if Roger Maris went ahead and hit that 61st home run. All of my heroes played on that field of dreams, but they've gone and torn that great cathedral down. It'll never be quite like it was before. The house that Ruth built ain't standing anymore. Oh, but when I close my eyes, I'm back there with the boys of summer, when all I ever wanted was a chance to play the game. We all wish we could go back to the days when we were younger, but time keeps marching on, and everything must change. I guess you could say I'm rounding third, with my memories right behind me. I've seen a thing or two, and all the stories I could tell. Some you lose, some you win, then it all begins again. Oh, it'll lift you up and break your heart, don't I know it well? All of my heroes played on that field of dreams, But they've gone and torn that great cathedral down. It'll never be quite like it was before. The house that Ruth built ain't standing anymore. October 1961, sitting in the right field bleachers. What a perfect way to start my 15th trip around the sun. Play ball! This song kind of segues right into that. I should give Bill Murray Rodder's credit on the second verse because he did a little interview with my brother as the character in Caddyshack. And so he asked him, Carl, what's your secret to hitting? Well, Coach, I like to get up there and hit it right into the left field bleachers. That's where all my buddies are. You know, so I wrote the song after really getting back into music. I had a 20-year break from the music business, working for the man, selling widgets, things of that nature, and got back into it. And I figured this is a song for anybody who wants to recapture some great love of your life, no matter what or who it may be. Okay, this is called "Do It Right." Raise a glass to second chances, so much better than the first. Don't remember all the dances, but the ones I do are well rehearsed. Never thought I'd have another way to make the fire burn. Never thought that I'd discover a way to take another turn. Now I'm gonna love deeper, even when my heart is breaking. I'm gonna speak truth, even when my voice is shaking. I'm gonna give it all with all that I've been blessed. I'm gonna do it right till I ain't got nothing left. See what I did there? That's country. Well, it feels like it's the seventh inning. The game is more than halfway gone, but for me it's just beginning. I've been sitting on the bench too long. I might be an overreacher, setting sides a bit too far. I'll be swinging for the bleachers, that's where all my buddies are now. I'm gonna love deeper, even when my heart is breaking. I'm gonna speak truth, even when my voice is shaking. I'm gonna give it all with all that I've been blessed. I'm gonna do it right till I ain't got nothing left. I thought I lost it all when I left it all behind me. Didn't think that it could find me anymore. I saw the window closing, I opened up the door. I figured out a way to make it better than before. Now I'm gonna love deeper, even when my heart is breaking. I'm gonna speak truth, even when my voice is shaking. I'm gonna give it all with all that I've been blessed. I'm gonna do it right till I ain't got nothing left. Oh, 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 yeah. Aha! So let me tell you about my little grandma. She lived around the corner from us. Might as well tell you, I grew up in Queens. I'm sure you've heard of it, you know, out on the prairie. Yeah.
West Texas.
Yeah. No, Queens. Yes. Shocking. Hey, how you doing there? Forgot about it. Can you imagine me at 19 years old hitting Beaumont, Texas? And I said, I thought I'd play a little country music for you here. Can you imagine how that would go off? Yeah. So I kind of lost that New York accent pretty quick. But my little grandma, she was from Kilkenny, as we mentioned. She was the one from Ballyhale, by the way. You know. So she lived around the corner from us, and she got all the family together at a big family gathering in, I think, the late 70s. And she said to all of us, on December 16th, I'll be going to heaven. And don't you be arguing with me now. I can do so much better for you in heaven than I can here. And I'll be leaving from LaGuardia Airport. So we knew this was shocking news. My uncle immediately said, Ma, LaGuardia is domestic flights only. So we knew then and there that Grandma was going on a journey, but it wasn't the one she was anticipating. And, 20 years later, she was still with us, but she had, let's just say, they didn't have Alzheimer's back then. She had peculiar notions, let's just say, okay? But we all loved her, and this is just one of those. This song is about that and other things in our life that we try to predict and how we're going to react, and even if you see it coming. Back when I was only 10, I didn't understand it when one day Grandma lost her smile and seemed to lose her way. Forgotten faces, forgotten names, things are never quite the same. She slipped a little further on with every passing day. Even if you think that you'll be ready, never really face the hardest part. And even if you see it coming, it's gonna break your heart. Yeah. Then when I was just 15, I went out for the high school team. It didn't take me long to see I was in over my head. Yeah, the coach said, son, it's pretty clear we need to take another look next year. I never will forget the tears I shed. Even if you think that you'll be ready, never really face the hardest part. And even if you see it coming, it's gonna break your heart. you think that after all this time a grown man could get along just fine, deal with whatever comes his way? But I didn't count on losing you. I'm finding out one thing is true. You're gonna love, you're gonna have to pay. Even if you think you'll be ready, never really face the hardest part. And even if you see it coming, it's gonna break your heart. Oh, it's gonna break your heart. Oh, oh, yeah. It's gonna break your heart. Yes, it will. Okay. I want to do that new song Joe made me. I don't know if this is jazz or blues or Baz. It's FMG. Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to an hour of FMG. See? Play the first chord.
I don't trust what you tell me.
I'll tell you, I'm gonna no respect.
We've been playing together 40 years, I guess.
We had a long break in between that when Joe was in the joint.
Making license plates and cars.
Okay, here's a song called What I Tell Myself. It's brand new. After a while, it won't hurt anymore. When the tears have all gone, it's time to move on. At least that's what I tell myself. When I can smile just like I did before, that's when I'll know that I can let go. At least that's what I tell myself. Couldn't have made it any clearer. She never loved me from the start. But that's not what I say to the man in the mirror. I can't even say it my broken heart. I'm doing fine. I'm learning to live again. When it's all behind me, love's gonna find me. At least that's what I tell myself. Oh, at least That's what I tell myself.
Yeah, very nice.
Uh-huh. Oh, I'll tell you what, Joe. This may be a little rough, but let's do Now That It's Over. You can do it, Joe. You can do it.
He might have a different idea.
As my father used to say, I got all the fate in the world in you.
Okay.
I'll kick it off there, Wichita. Okay? Tell me now that it's over, now that we both cried a river of tears. Did we ever burn with a fire? If we did, when did the fire disappear? Give me a memory to cling to, back from the days when the feeling was strong. I'd rather remember the good times and think of the time when it all went so wrong. Be ready to look back at the pages we turned. Till then, just say goodbye, love. No bridges burning, just lessons learned. So give me a memory to cling to, back from the days when the feeling was strong. I'd rather remember the good times, think of a time when it all went so wrong. Now that it's over, I give you this song. Silver dollar. So we'd like to do the title tune of this thumb drive, I guess, you know. Used to be the CD, but well, it's probably it's the first song on there, unless I screwed up. And then it is the first song on there. It's called Silver Dollar. It's a story about a silver dollar, which I want to show everybody my ring. I had a buddy in Nashville that took an 1890 silver dollar and made me a ring out of it. I think that's just, there ain't enough O's in cool to describe that, you know. And so the song is about an 1890 silver dollar that a friend of mine had. He showed it to a group of us and said, can you imagine how many people have spent this coin? This particular coin was worn smooth, but you could still read "In God We Trust." Right? Yeah. And across the top, you could still read plain as day, "E pluribus unum," which my buddy, he told me, you know what that means, really? We're all in this together. I said, sound like a good song, man. I'll see you in a bit. The next day, this song was born. Silver Dollar. It was an old, worn and faded 1890 silver dollar When he handed it to me, he said, I hope you treated well. I'll bet if it could talk about the places that it's been to, you would be amazed at all the stories it could tell. How it started out in the saddlebag of a cowboy in Montana. One summer mending fences, it became his first day's pay. He spent it on a new shirt to impress a rancher's daughter. How many other young hearts did it help along the way? It was hidden in the pocket of a young Kentucky soldier who carried it for luck in the war to end all wars. When the fight was over, he gave it to another who needed a little something and a little something more. In 100 years it's been handled by a million saints and sinners, but in God we trust can still be read even after all this time. And across the top it says, we are all in this together. We are one though we are many, that's how we all survive. Was it wasted on a broken dream or another glass of whiskey? Was it taken by a stranger at the wrong end of a gun? Was it in the offering at church on Sunday morning to remind us what he gave us when he gave his only son? It might help if we could see ourselves as shiny silver dollars. As we travel through this world, are we a blessing or a curse? Most of us are worn and a little rough around the edges. It shouldn't be so hard to see what we all are worth. Well, in 100 years it's been handled by a million saints and sinners, but in God we trust can still be read even after all this time. And across the top it says we roll in this together. We are one though we are many, that's how we all survive. We are one though we are many, that's how we all survive. Thank you. We're going to take a little break. I guess we're going to go in there. If you want to get a thumb drive, we're going to have punch and malted milk balls, too. Didn't know that, did you? And milk duds. We're going to have milk duds, too.